Hey guys, welcome back to Drewid Plays Dark Souls. This is part 2. If you like this and other videos, please be sure to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and get back into it. So I do want to be honest, I skipped a little part here. There was a bridge that we ended up on. We were supposed to drop down. That's where I start this video at. So we're just going to keep on moving. I forgot to record that clip. That's okay. So we're making our way under the bridge now to get access to the other areas. I am kind of skipping sections a bit, like you'll see where the frames will skip. This is just to speed up the process, save you guys from watching me walk around. So, let's see, we got rats here we're taking care of. We killed the guys under the bridge, making our way around. Okay, don't want to forget this rat here. So these rats are actually a pretty good source of farming humanity if you really need it early on. Very helpful if you need to summon people. Like, see, I almost missed that there. I did go back and grab it. It was a humanity. So we're going to go around here. So we got the skeleton guy up here. Now at the top of this tower there is one of those Black Knight undead people. I think it was the greatsword one. He's pretty dangerous. We're going to be careful and maybe leave him alone for the moment. Yeah, we're going to go and leave him alone. Try to make our way here to get some shortcuts and stuff. So I ended up backtracking actually. This is the bridge section. I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're going to do here. This is going to let us get easier access to that section up there so we don't have to walk around down and around. So he breathes fire on you. Okay, I died. That happens. Essentially what you have to do here, and I'll end up doing this, is we're going to bait him down by, I believe we shoot him with an arrow. So let's try this again. Okay, get the flames to pop. Okay, that kills everybody on the bridge. This is another good way to farm souls early on if you're like really struggling with the game and you get this far. Yeah, so you can get about 600 souls per run. You just come down here, hit the bonfire, and go to town on it. Alright, so what we're going to do is just creep up here, try to get a shot in on him. Unfortunately, the hitboxes and some objects are bad, so... Alright, so he did that. Now we're going to make a run for it here. So we got the dragon. You can kill him if you want. He does drop a really good sword for early on. It's kind of difficult. You can either bait him down like this and swing at him, or you can shoot his tail out. Actually, you do want to shoot his tail if you want the Drake sword. That's my bad. Killing him gives you about 2,000-3,000 souls, something like that. Kind of troublesome for what it is. The easiest way to do it is get a lot of arrows and then just shoot him until he's dead. You can bait him like that, but he'll occasionally jump away and do a big flame attack, which will probably kill you at this low level. So we got that unlocked there. We're just going to make our way through. I think we're going to go ahead and go for that undead guy. Yep, we're gonna go for the knight now. So this is a long trek up. That's why we skip parts of it. So barely dodged that one. You can parry his attacks, but his attacks are a lot wider. And I might die here. His attacks are much more dangerous. They do a lot more damage because he's got a bigger weapon. So I think we're gonna actually go and bait him down. That'll make it a little easier to try to get the parries in. And see. Yeah, okay, we got a good parry and that's good. But it kind of tickled him, so really need to get him in an open space where I can consistently control the fight. See, I parried him there, but because of the elevation issue, couldn't get off the actual stabbing animation. Fortunately, this is pretty common. Even the later Souls games didn't really fix this as well. I want to say even Bloodborne had difficulties with that, but just something to keep in mind. Okay, we got him down here, so this is a little more open, so hopefully he'll be a little easier to control. Biggest thing is that swing there you want to dodge, because that will completely ignore your guard and just throw you around. So I'm being a little overly cautious, but getting your backstabs in or getting your parries works really well. It is risky to parry him just because he has such a big weapon, and if you mess it up you're going to take a huge amount of damage. Once you get the timings down though, it's not too bad. This is really how you want to fight every Black Knight in the game. Once you start finding them, makes them a lot more manageable. You get some decent souls early on. You have a chance to get their weapons as well. Their weapons really aren't... It's hard to use their weapons because of the high stat requirements early on, but they are very good weapons overall. The Black Knight Halberd especially is very good. It's got a wide range, strong damage. I want to say the basic Black Knight sword is pretty solid. It's kind of weighty, but it's pretty solid. And then the Black Knight Greatsword I never really messed with, so I'm playing pretty stupid here. I'm going to try to bait him, hopefully, and get that last shot in. Or I'm going to just take a hit, that's okay. Yeah, so just barely beat it because I was being stupid. But hey, look, we got the Black Knight Greatsword. I'm usually pretty lucky about finding those items from them. I think we found the Black Knight's sword earlier from one of the other ones, but either way. So we're just going to tinker with our stats a little bit here. We're going to end up going for the health, the stamina, strength, and dexterity build. We're going to ignore all the magic stats, and then also attunement, which is kind of a magic stat. It does affect like a couple other things. And then we're going to ignore resistance as well. Resistance is one of the stats where it focuses just on your defenses and some of your resistances to like bleed and curse and things like that. I think it's more specifically bleed, and poison. But it's not a great stat to level up by itself, just because defenses are so negligible in this game. Like as you'll watch me play through this game, I'm wearing just pants, and I still don't take that much damage to where most things would one-shot me or anything like that. Yeah, if you wear armor, you'll take less damage and you take a few more hits, but the biggest thing is just don't get hit in this game, because a lot of stuff will just wreck you either way. Plus, having the faster roll with less armor on does make the game actually kind of easier. Yeah, when you get hit, you take a bit more damage, and it's a little more difficult to recover, but you can dodge very easily, so hopefully you just avoid taking damage outright altogether. So we're making our way through here. This area is a little tricky. There's a lot of the skeleton guys here, and you saw that boar on the left side over there. You want to be very careful not to pull him until after you've taken care of everything else. He is very dangerous. There's a kind of a trick to kill him. I'll show you that hopefully if I don't get killed 3+ times to him. He does a lot of damage and is kind of obnoxious, honestly, but you'll see that. So these guys are shooting crossbows at you. You want to take care of these guys so they don't shoot that at you while you're killing the boar. So the Alluring Skull you can use to bait him. Light crossbow's not that great of a weapon. Never really tried a crossbow belt, so I guess I shouldn't say that, but bows you can actually aim. Crossbows I think do a little more damage, but bows have scaling to them for the most part. Let's see. Crossbows are better for if you need a ranged weapon and you don't want to invest in those stats, so maybe a magic user would benefit off of it. So we're going to go ahead and try to bait him here. So we can do a falling attack, see how this works out. And I missed. That's alright. Oh, geez. So you see his butt is exposed there. You can actually do a backstab to it. It's just very difficult to get it right, because see, I'm not even, because the elevation's screwing me up. All his attacks hit very hard early on, and he will just kind of chase you down. You need to dodge to the sides, don't backpedal. So yeah, I died there, it's alright. We're going to go ahead and jump ahead to before I get to this part. Okay, we cleared everything again. And look, I died again! Awesome. It's alright. I was being a little ruthless there, or a little aggressive, so you can see there's still some guys alive. So this time we cleared everything out, baited him. Just look how far he runs. And that entire time, if he hits you, you're going to take damage. Or maybe we forgot some guys, that's alright. Okay, so we're going to try. There we go. So this doesn't kill him outright. It does a lot of damage. About half his health, that's fine. Any other hit on him will probably just ting off. I want to say sorcery is pretty solid against him. Or pyromancy, spells in general. Alright, hopefully we can take care of him this time. Sorry for the time this is taking. I'm just trying to be very cautious because I really don't like dying repeatedly. Okay, so just poked in the butt to finish him off. That works. Alright, unfortunately we didn't get the Fang Boar helm, which is a pretty cool helmet early on. So that's alright, we'll just progress through here. So we got some of these guys. They do bait you, where there's a couple more. So yeah, you can see them. Yep, they kind of ambush you. These guys are just really obnoxious sometimes. Like, one hit will kill them generally. But if you're not wearing any armor, their very fast swings and aggressiveness will throw you off and kill you. Like that part earlier before the gargoyles where there was like 15 of them. So hopefully, yep, okay, we got them. Alright, and that gate up top we can't open. We'll get to that a little later. I don't know why I said the gargoyles. We're not at the gargoyles yet. My bad. So yeah, there's going to be more of these guys in large formations. Yep, see, they just got ambushed again. That's fine. We'll kill up here. Okay. Hey, got them both. Awesome. Really, with this game, if you're new to it especially, you just want to take it slow. Observe the enemies coming at you. Watch their attack patterns. Look for your openings. And then take them down. So the mystery key, it's used for a bit later. We'll not worry about it now. Master key kind of nullifies certain keys like that where we can just open them anyway. Alright, kill these guys. Cool. Alright, so there was an item over there. We went ahead and just got it and skipped that part. It's not too hard to get. Just kind of walk over the ledge, try not to fall. Most of the time you won't die unless you're already low on health. The fall damage isn't too bad. Alright, so this is not a boss. Some of the fog doors are just transitional. So we're going to make our way through. Okay, so we got this guy here. Remember the spear guys are pretty defensive, so you can get behind them, backstab them, or just attack them 2 or 3 times. It'll pop their shield. You can get that swing in to kill them. We're going to find another enemy here called the Balder Knights. These guys have a really good weapon called the Balder Sidesword. As I recall, it has very good damage, has a very nice variety of movesets. Very good for PvP. So solid weapon to try to farm for and pick up if you need a good weapon and you're into the swords and stuff. These guys are a little more dangerous than the Bone Knights, so just going to be careful with them. There is another variety with a rapier we'll get to later. They're quite a bit more dangerous than just the regular sword ones because they can parry. Alright, so that is one of the times there where just being aggressive and attacking the enemy repeatedly will kill them. You know, okay, they have a shield up, you can kick the shield away. I was having trouble getting that command to come off in this game for whatever reason, but if you can get the hang of it on your controller, then go for it. You can pop a shield up for the most part if it's a lighter shield and get your swings in. Alright, killed him. So we're going to go ahead over here. This is leads to a lot of side areas. So that is Sen's Fortress in the distance over there. That's an area we'll unlock later. We have to ring the 2 bells first. This is the blacksmith down here. He actually will let you reinforce your gear. We're going to go ahead and play around with some weapons here. Oh look, the sound's back. Awesome. Okay. This guy here is a Titanite demon. You don't have to kill him. He does drop demon Titanite. So we're going to go ahead and just progress through for now. So I unlocked the bonfire, but I did not sit at it because I didn't want to respawn these guys. We're going to try to kill this knight here. I don't think you can parry him. I've never had the balls to try, so we're going to just attack him from behind, whittle him down. He's got some wide swings, but they're all very slow. Biggest thing with this one is just watch the timings. Enemies like him have those long wind-up attacks, and you don't quite expect when it's going to come because it's usually really fast. So just watch for like right before you're going to get hit or right as he's swinging. So like there. If you can do that, you'll end up dodging most attacks in the game. But the game does trip you up with that kind of thing. Okay. Making our way through here. This is a Firekeeper Soul. This is an item that will give you 5 humanity, but if you use it for that, then you're doing it wrong, unless you're already maxed out. So we found one earlier when we were in the ghost area, so we're going to go ahead and make our way down here. This is a shortcut back to the main shrine. We can now enhance our flask again with that other Firekeeper Soul. I want to say there's 3 Firekeeper Souls you find in this kind of situation, where they'll be in certain areas where apparently firekeepers used to be. There's a lot of story to this game if you didn't know. Alright, so we missed that. So that is a progression, a little area to go. Ugh. That goes to a secret area. We're going to ignore it for now, though, because there's a bit later we'll do where we go to the tutorial area again. Okay, so let's see. We got our 10 flask again. We're going to go ahead and whittle these guys down and get that gate open. Make it a little easier. So that guy's up there is a spellcaster. We'll deal with him later once we go up the stairs. So we're just trying to bait these guys one at a time out, ideally. This is one of the rapier guys. These guys will parry you, like I mentioned earlier. Best thing to do is get the backstab, kill them quickly. Try not to get parried because it hurts. I believe rapiers and several other piercing weapons like that have higher crit damage, basically. So whenever you do the parries or the backstabs, they have a higher damage multiplier. That's why daggers, even though they're fairly weak, they still do very good damage if you backstab. So we'll bait him out here, parry him just for practice, and it looks like he died in one shot. Awesome. So these guys don't give a lot of souls. You can farm them pretty easily. They also drop light titanite shards, which can be used to improve your gear with our Anduin, something like that, the blacksmith. Anyway, that'll make your weapons significantly stronger early on if you can boost them. Makes the bosses quite a bit easier. It's got a nice halberd. Halberd's not a terrible weapon. Never really used it too much. Killed this guy here. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead. Yep, got the gate unlocked. Make our way back up here. So there's really no point to opening that gate at the moment, but it is a bit of a shortcut for later, so not too big a deal. This guy's a little annoying in the stairs. You can get around him, but he'll turn with you pretty easily. See, that there is his parry stance, so if you attack him there, he'll probably just parry you. He's got a lot of quick animations there. Yeah, and you can parry him too. Just because he's got a faster weapon, though, it's a little more difficult, so just be careful. Alright, making our way up. Okay, so that's where the spellcaster is. We gotta be very careful here. He's got like 10 or 15 of these little dudes. You want to bait them out. They hit fairly hard, especially with the spellcaster's buff. They do a little dance that buffs them all, and then they start shredding you. So just be careful with that. Bait their big attacks, get a swing in to kill them, make your life easier. I'll definitely be skipping the parts where I might die to the boss up ahead and have to re-kill these guys just to, save you guys the trouble of watching me go through this multiple times. But that is the game, though. One of my biggest gripes, if anything, with the game is the time you have to go through to fight a boss again, because they expect you to progress through parts of the area. You unlock shortcuts as you go, but a lot of times you're still fighting quite a few enemies. Certain ones are worse than others. We'll talk about Lost easily later. That's quite a ways away. But yeah, basically we're being very cautious here in baiting these guys out because they have the buff. If they didn't have the buff, I'd be a little more keen to let them maybe get a swing in or two on me, just so I can kill them all in one shot. Not a big deal. So yeah, that buff faded finally, so I think that was all of them. We're going to bank our way back up now and hopefully get a kill in on that sorcerer dude. He does not respawn. There is an area later in the game where you can fight these as a common enemy. They can drop their trident and some of their gear and stuff like that. Trident I've never really messed with. It's kind of cool looking, so, if you want to use one, hopefully you can get it and use it. Just don't expect to get it early on, so yeah, he didn't drop anything for me. That's fine. Okay, so we made our way back up here. There are some stuff to the side here, and alright, there's another rapier knight. Cool, got the shot in on him. Okay. Oh, I messed up the swing. Ah, he's healing himself. That sucks. God, just tickling him. Like you can see, this weapon is doing nothing. Yeah, crap. That's alright. So I ended up dying there. It's fine, it happens. Seriously, for new people playing this game, do not stress about dying. It happens. You're never, don't go in expecting to just clear everything in one shot. It's not that kind of game. You're supposed to learn from the mistakes, get better as you go, and you will notice an improvement. Just focus on watching the enemy's attacks, finding ways to, take advantage of it, and then you'll be fine. So see, I'm playing a little bad here. Trying too hard to parry instead of just attacking. So I'll probably have to go and heal up anyway, because I don't want to fight the next boss with very few flasks. So yeah, Might die here if I'm not careful. Come on. Yeah, again, this is me being overly cautious. This is just how I play these games. You can play aggressively if you want, but, you know, you gotta be careful because, you know, if you play aggressively, you might die very fast. And then, okay, now you gotta progress through again, and, yeah. I'd rather kind of take it slow, use my time a little better, but that's just how I play. And as I get more comfortable and kill stuff easier, like, you know, okay, I've done this part of the game a lot. It's obviously been a while, as you can tell. I was sucking at it there. But it does get easier. So we're going to go through here. You bust this door open with any weapon swing. And I believe it was the mystery key or one of the other keys will unlock this door for you. Yep, mystery key. So this guy is another NPC. He's like a one you can do quests for. There's a couple bosses later he can help you out with. I want to say he'll help you out with the next boss. I don't really summon any help until... Yeah, no, I don't summon any help for this entire playthrough. At least I'm trying not to. I just kind of challenge myself. Okay, so we got that. We went back to restock. We're going to go ahead and look at some weapons to potentially buy. I'm kind of between the longsword and the broadsword. I used to use the longsword in other playthroughs. I've never really used the broadsword as much. It plays a little differently. So, yep, we're going to go for the broadsword, I think. Buy a couple boxes and things. Yep, so cool. We're going to use the broadsword, and I think we enhanced it maybe a little bit if we had some shards, so that makes it a little stronger. And you'll notice the difference in damage over time, especially. A lot of the weapons can go up to plus 15 equivalent. They can be enchanted as well with different elements that do the different types of damage, and then they scale differently off of your stats. We'll go into that a bit more. I don't really focus on it too much because I play a very basic game. So we had the hammer pick there. I thought about maybe using it, but I think we're going to end up dumping it and just focus on the broadsword. So the gold pyre resin there, it's an item that just enchants your weapon with lightning temporarily. We're going to use this to try to be a little more aggressive. Okay, so we're going to probably skip this. Yep. This is the bell gargoyle. So you can see I'm taking big chunks out of him. If you can cut his tail off, he gives you a weapon. It's a neat little weapon, not too strong, but kind of cool to look at. So now, okay, we got two gargoyles, yep, so this is the bell gargoyle boss. There's two of them. They both have kind of the same attack patterns. The other one that just came, he tends to follow you around, breathe fire at you, while the other one plays aggressive. Very hard sometimes to get hits in. This is one of the more challenging bosses just because they're two enemies. Bosses that are just one, you can just watch them, deal with their attack patterns, but in this one, you'll get attacked off screen from the other enemy if you're not careful. So we're trying to basically just bait out the one I've already weakened a bit, trying to finish him off quickly. Honestly though, like, you know, yeah, I play cautiously. This boss, it's very helpful to be aggressive on. Okay, so I just died. It's alright. Yeah, this boss pays off to be aggressive, so we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to the next attempt. So I died there. It's cool. Okay, back at the fog gate. Hopefully we'll get him at least the tail off this time. Yeah, if you can play aggressive though and just kill this guy really fast, it pays off, and then the other one's very easy to whittle down. So got him pretty low. Still takes quite a few hits to kill him though. Alright, we're dodging pretty well. Cool, cool. Oh, they're both doing fire now. Fun. So we're just going to switch to him. They do hop around though, it makes it difficult to get a hit in. Oh, got clipped. Barely dodged there, alright. Come on. Yep, that might kill me. Yep. Yep. If you get clipped just right, it'll stagger you long enough to get hit again, and then you're dead. But they both are relatively low there, so hopefully the next attempt will do better. Okay, here we go again. Alright, dodge that attack. Got a few hits in. So we're going to focus on the tail this time, I think. Yeah, gargoyle tail axe. Awesome. So, not a great weapon, but it is cool that you can cut the tails off of some bosses and get their weapons. And specifically, that's not the gargoyle halberd. You can get that as a weapon later as well. So, let's see. Okay, we're going to heal up, hopefully. try not to roll off the edge. I've done that before. Okay, just bam, bam. And of course he flies away. So usually if they fly up like that, they'll do like a swinging attack below them, so you want to be careful where you're standing. So we're going to try to be really aggressive here and try to kill him. And oh, I'm going to get caught by the flames, and I died again. Dang. Yeah, again, not a hard boss because of, like, the bosses aren't hard, but because there's two of them, it's difficult because you have to watch two enemies. Alright, let's give this another good go. Hopefully kill him this time. So we popped the gold pine resin. I think we beefed up the broadsword again. So hopefully this time we can just kill him very fast. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, so kill him in like 6 or 7 hits. It's good. So now, oh, gargoyle shield, awesome. So now I should be able to actually kill this thing with not too much trouble. This one is considerably weaker, not just because he doesn't have armor, but I mean that's probably why he takes more damage. So that's kind of a neat little flavor thing. Alright, we killed him, awesome. So we're going to climb up this tower here. Got a twin humanities because we killed 2 bosses for the price of 1. Make our way up this tower here and ring the first bell. So this doesn't unlock anything just yet, but we now know kind of what direction we need to go. We need to ring the other bell, which is below in like the underworld areas. We'll get to those later. So I think that about wraps it up. So we're going to stick with the broadsword, I think, for the rest of the game, unless I decide to change it to something else. Again, guys, thank you for watching. We're going to come up with part 3, hopefully pretty soon. Again, if you like this video, please check out our other videos, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you like to do. We also have a Patreon page you can check out. Yeah, so thank you for watching. See you next time.